everybody, I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV. Today I'm going to show you the XPlorer 171 RDX. I love this trailer because it's just big enough and not too small. 21 foot, 8 inches long. Now that's the total length, including the tongue. The weight on it is a little over 3,500 pounds. So super light, but be careful because this has a tongue weight of 510. So if you're towing with a really lightweight vehicle, you want to be sure you have enough tongue weight. Anyway, it's got a separate bedroom, a walk-through bathroom, really a lot of living space. And one of the things I like about this trailer is they have put really nice appliances in it. You'll see what I mean. Let's go inside and get started. Stepping in, you have the kitchen and the seating in the very back of this trailer. So let's start right here with the dinette. And when you have the seating area at the rear of the trailer, it really creates a nice open feeling. One of the reasons is because it has windows on 3 sides most of the time. This is great because all 3 of these windows are going to open. If we want fresh air coming in and we want to take advantage of that cross breeze, that is really nice. But it's also nice just to be able to see all the way around. Makes it feel bigger in here. Remember, this is only a 19-foot trailer, so not that large. A lot of people work on the road. The sturdy table is something I always like to point out. This one is solid. It's got that nice white wood grain look on it. It's wrapped on the top, so you're not going to have a seam here that's going to catch or bulge. Really nice there. It is a double pole. When you have 2 poles underneath, just makes it a little sturdier. And again, this guy is solid. So, easy to work on the road, not too narrow. This is 3 feet wide, so it's a great seating space. You know, if it's kids, you might be able to fit 2 in a seat. Otherwise, you might want to pull up a chair, put somebody right there on the end if you needed more seating. Of course, this goes down to a bed. Very simple to do. Just lift the table off, remove the poles, drop this table down on the rails underneath, and you've got a nice sleeping area. It's 75 inches long, and let's see, that is going to be over 6 feet. So plenty of space here for an adult, and 36 inches wide. Another great thing about these windows, I know this is a detail, but guys, this is my favorite shade on the market today. It's not expensive. You probably won't see it in super high-end trailers, but I love not having to pinch my finger up there and pull down a pleated shade. It's got a nice little handle. I pull down the roller shade. It's black. It's kind of classic, stylish. Blackout shade for sure, right? And then just rolls right up. I don't know. It's so simple, but I love it. I love things that are easy to use and they just work. Let's look at the storage up above because it's got the nice storage across the top. This is about 15 inches deep and it is open all the way down. The reason I always mention that is because if you've got something long, you can thread it through one of these doors and use the length of this cabinet. Otherwise, you know, little bins or, you know, just stuffing things up there works too. Before we go into the kitchen, I want to talk to you about what's on the right side of the door when you walk in. So swing around, and they start out on the bottom here with 3 shelves. Now this is about 4 inches deep here, and you know, it's great for paperwork, it's great for stashing the maps, the books, all those things, but really nice to have, you know, maybe the keys and all the things you need to grab really quickly. I'm thinking bug spray, sunscreen, lots of great things right by the door. Really a nice design and really useful. Up above, of course, your monitor panel is right here. These 2 are for the lights. One is in the center of the coach, a courtesy light. The other one is going to be the light that's outside on the awning. A power awning right here. It is a 10-foot awning, so you can have a nice outdoor space. We'll look at that when we go outside. And next to that, the water pump and the 2 water heater switches. This does have a 6-gallon electric or gas water heater. The top panel here is of course going to be for monitoring what's in your tanks and how full your battery is. The tank sizes, really nice in this trailer. They're 36, 32, and 17. So 36 gallons of fresh water, 32 for the shower and the sink, 17 black. That's plenty for this size trailer. All right, nice shelf on the top. Set those things down on the way in the door. And right up here is the backer for the TV. It is a 12-pound limit, but so easy to do. And of course, cable and satellite connections, and right there, the plug-in for if you have a 110 TV. Very easy, nice entryway. Let's cross and go into the kitchen. So one of the biggest complaints people have about smaller kitchens is going to be counter space. Let's talk about that for just a minute. This is an undermount farmhouse style sink. It's really deep, probably 6-7 inches easily, and it does have an edge on it, so you could put a cover on it. It doesn't come with it that I know of anyway, but really easy to put a cover on this if you wanted to do that. I don't think I would, because I have the cover on the stove here. Now, this is a nice 3-burner stove with the glass top that just folds out of the way. Just flip this back. And you've got the nice 3 burners here, and this is an iron grill, so it's easy to pull off and clean. It feels very residential. You know, this is a really nice stove and oven. You've got the light ups right behind it. Now, blue lights bother some people, so you can always just turn it off. I think it's a great night light, or nice to have on in the evening when I just want a little bit of backlighting. The oven, okay, it's not huge, but it's an oven. It's going to cook that pizza. It's going to grill the steak if you need it. So really nice that not only that they have everything in this small space, but it's all very usable. Sometimes it's really tempting for manufacturers to put really small appliances in trailers this size. I appreciate the full-size sink, 3-burner stove, the oven, and I also appreciate that they're the stainless steel fronts. Really classy, good looking, very usable. All right. Of course, I don't have to mention there's a microwave on top. You can see that. The hood vent has the light and the fan, just like usual. And right over here is another cabinet, probably going to be a pantry. Again, about 15 inches deep, and you've got the full height. For those of you that don't carry really tall cereal boxes or anything, you might want to find a way to put a second shelf in here. But it's going to hold a lot of goods up there. You've got some more storage underneath. The opening right here on the right has 2 areas. The one on the top, they have put the drain for the sink in the corner, so it's really not in the way. And underneath, it goes all the way back, so you've got 2 full shelves, the shorter one on the bottom. They did put 2 drawers in here. Drawers are my favorite when I'm traveling because you can pack a drawer full and it's easy to kind of dig around and find everything you need. So 2 drawers, they're only probably 3 to 4 inches deep, but right there on the left. Down below that in the corner, you'll see the forced air furnace. This trailer has a 20,000 BTU furnace and 13.5 air conditioner. Both of those are going to keep you really cool in a hot summer and nice and toasty in the winter. It is full size for this, what I would consider medium-sized trailer. Speaking of storage, there's a little more I haven't shown you yet. Right behind this dinette, this entire space is wide open. You access it through a flip-up top right there, and it's about 18 inches deep, but that entire space is open down here. Now, A lot of you are wondering about the dinette seats. So underneath this one, you do have the water heater and some water lines. You might be able to use some of the space, but you'd want to be super careful not to damage anything or bump it or put anything that's going to move around under there. On this side, it's opposite. Wide open on this side. All you do is flip up the seat, lift up the panel with your finger, and you have the entire space underneath that dinette. So lots of great space in this kitchen. Okay, let's keep going. Right across, we've got the refrigerator. Now, again, this is a nice 6 cubic foot refrigerator. It is gas and electric. Really nice size freezer here with a shelf. And nice size refrigerator, 2 crisper drawers on the bottom. So you've got a lot of space, very accessible, and I don't know, I'm impressed. Down below, you'll see underneath the refrigerator is the converter. That has the breakers and fuses, and that converter is going to take the 110 from the campsite and convert it into 12 volt. Because most of this trailer, most of every trailer is going to run on 12 volt. The 110 power, the plugged in shore power is needed for microwaves. It's also needed for your air conditioner. Almost everything else in here, it's going to run off your battery, and that is supported by that converter. Okay. Now remember I said it was a walk-through bathroom? A lot of bathrooms, you walk into the bathroom and then into the bedroom. This is a split bath, which is my favorite on a trailer like this. I got a lot of favorites in this trailer. Have you noticed? So I like it because the shower is separate and then the toilet and sink are separate. So walking through, we have the toilet and sink in here, shower behind me. Before we go there, real quickly, I just saw this and I want to review that with you. In the hallway, we have the solar charge controller right here, and that is for the 100-watt solar panel that's on the roof. That solar panel, it's going to charge those batteries we were talking about. Down below, the thermostat for the air conditioner and the furnace. All right here in the hallway, easy to get to, not cluttering up the wall in there where you're going to be spending your time. Let's take a look at the shower. It is a curtain on the outside. It doesn't have a door to mess with here, but I kind of love the soft feel of the curtain, the style of it. Let's pull this curtain back. Just rolls right along, and this is a nice heavy material. It's not a cheap plastic curtain, which I appreciate. Now inside, you've got a fairly large space. I mean, this is going to be a nice size shower. When I looked at the height of the interior on the specs that they post, it says 6'3", but right behind the camera is somebody that's 6'4", and he's standing up with room to spare. So my guess is this is at least 6'5" in here. If you're tall, you might need to know that. 6'3", maybe underneath the air conditioner, I don't know. But I can tell you when you step inside the shower, it's the same height as it is right here. So plenty of space in there as well. Now, the nice part about taking a shower in here is that you're not taking up the entire bathroom. You've got this space in here, so let's take a look. Now, stepping in here, this is a great layout if you're going to have just the toilet and the sink in here. You've got a corner sink, nice storage underneath. Look at that. Again, the wrapped countertop and the white in here just makes it feel so clean, really nice. The corner medicine cabinet, so you've got a lot of space in there with 2 shelves. Plug right here by the sink. The toilet is in the corner, but it is facing straight out, and so you've got plenty of knee room there, so that's nice. Power fan right above us. Now, I might be inclined, when I wanted the entire trailer to get a little bit of ventilation, to crack the bathroom door, turn on that power vent, and get the air moving throughout the whole trailer. That would probably be my preference, but really nice to have that in the bathroom, don't you think? Let's look at a little more storage right here because you've got 2 big shelves right there, about 8 inches deep, so you can fit towels, you can fit toiletries, whatever you need right there. Now, when you're in a split bath and you step out of the shower, maybe you don't want to like stand in the hallway where you're open to the entire trailer. But the cool thing about this is when the door opens, it's got a magnet that catches right there. So you can section off the bathroom and the bedroom into a whole nother space with the door closed to the living area. That's a really nice feature. I love the way that works. When you're done, nothing to unclip. It's just a magnet. You give it a pull and close the door. Do you notice the nice shaker style door as well? They just do a great job. Matches the cabinetry, gives it some style. And now we've made it into the bedroom here at the back. Let me step over here. It is a walk-around bed. Now it's a bit tight, maybe 15 inches between the end of the bed and the wall, but you probably can move around pretty easily. And one of the things that's really useful for is making the bed. So it definitely works for that. This is a queen size bed, but it's an RV queen. What that means is instead of being a true 60 by 80, it's a 60 by 76, only 4 inches shorter. And you know what? If you're camping and you love the trailer, maybe sometimes, you come off the bed just a hair. Even though I'm only 5 foot tall, I assure you there are times where I sleep in spaces where my toes hang off the end. All right. Now let's talk about next to the bed. It's the same on both sides. Nobody fights over what's the best side. Shelf right up at the top. Now this is pretty deep, about 18 inches deep. Now it is on the curve of the front, so you need to note that it is pretty thin right there at the front, but still a really nice space to fit books and maybe anything you'd like to just have handy. You might even put some clothes, stack some things up here. It's a very useful space in my opinion. Shirt closet on both sides. You do have the hanging bar here. You guys are smart enough to know you can build shelves in here if you want, but this is a nice, probably almost 36 inches tall as a shirt closet. Same on both sides. Now, as you look back here, you see there's a 110 plug and 2 USB plugs behind this cabinet and a really nice space, I guess you would call it. I would call it maybe even a side table. It's at the base that the mattress is sitting on, but it takes up all that space behind the closet. So great place for a CPAP machine, maybe your book, your glasses, whatever you have that you need. I know for me, it would be a cup of hot tea when I decide to lay down and maybe read a little bit before I go to sleep. Light right here in the middle. Easy to get to turn off when you're ready to go to sleep. And just, I don't know. It isn't a huge bedroom, but it works. Now, if you want a second TV, of course there's a backer right here, along with a 110 plug and the satellite or cable connection. There is something I found that was a little bit peculiar maybe. Right down here in front of me is a 110 plug. Now, why that's there, I don't know. Y'all leave some notes down there, make some comments so I know why that plug is there. Probably useful for something I'm not thinking about, but I don't know, you can never have too many plugs, right? You're going to wonder about storage under the bed, so the answer is absolutely. Let me open this up. So you've got a nice storage space under here. Hold lots of things. It is the full depth between the mattress and the floor. You do have windows on both sides. Now, one on one side is going to be the standard slider. This is your escape hatch. So it is what they call an egress window. You notice it has the exit at the top. And to open this egress window, all you need to do is lift this handle and you can push the bottom open. You can get a nice breeze. And it's a nice window to have open if it's sprinkling outside because you can still get the air coming through because it opens like an awning. So, nice cross breeze in here, and you do have a vent at the top. Now, at your dealership, if you wanted to put a fan in that vent, it's easy to do, so be sure to ask about that upgrade. All right, let's head outside. There's a lot more to see there. You know, we have kind of an overcast day, but if you're a real camper, the weather changes, you have to adapt. So, thanks for hanging in there with us on this interesting weather. I want to point out the graphics on this. This brand of trailer, the XPlorer made by Riverside RV, has kind of unique graphics. They're pretty bold. I really like that. I love campers that just say who they are, and this one says it's ready for adventure. Lighting on this awning, as I told you, it's going to come out and make a really nice space to maybe stay out of the sun, which we don't have today, but maybe stay out of the rain. So good to have with the push of a button. Let's go around to the rear of the trailer. And right back here, this is pre-wired for a backup camera. So easy to add at the dealership. This spare tire mounts on the back, and you can see they've got a nice aluminum rim on this and a nice tread. It's not a wimpy tire. You have the 4-inch square tubing for the bumper. So you can always pull out the end, use that to store a sewer hose. And coming around to this side, this is going to be the gas water heater. It's gas electric right here. This is our power box. Now, if you don't carry a power box with you when you travel, you might want to look into it. This is like having an extra battery, and great to have. It does not come with the trailer. It's what we use to power the inside when we're out here on the lot showing you some trailers. So short cord, and right above the connection if you have a portable satellite or if you'd like to plug in at the cable and you're in a campground. So that's right above it, the furnace outlet here. And this is a little different than you see on a lot of trailers. It is the water connection. So in the center, you pull the cap off, fill that fresh water tank, and to the right is where you would hook up the hose for the city water. Hook it straight to the hydrant. It doesn't use the tank at all and goes straight to the faucet. Now on the other side is the black tank flush. Great to have on any trailer because that black tank, you know, sometimes it can't rinse completely. So when you're at the dump station, you just hook up the hose there. Be sure to open the dump valve underneath and you can clean out that black tank. Now your connections are going to be right here. So you've got the sewer hose plug right there, the black and the gray, all right here. And it is in front of the tire, which kind of nice. If you have a big dip or the back end goes down, nothing's going to touch the ground. You've got low point drains right here if you're draining it for the winter. Nice to have those. Outside shower, and this is hot and cold with a handheld shower head. Now right up front, you've got the compartment, but I'm going to show you on the other side what that pass-through looks like. Let's come up to the front. Double propane on this, so you've got two 20-pound tanks. The batteries go right behind it, and electric jack. That's going to make it super easy to adjust when you're setting up, getting to a campsite. And on this side, let's take a look at that storage in here. Magnetic catch, that always makes it easy. So the light is a touch light right here. And you've got one on both sides, but you can see this is a full pass-through all the way across. You know, this is a trailer that at 3,500 pounds, which is the base weight, you know, it's got so many great features on it. They didn't skimp on quality. I'm really, really excited about this trailer. It's been very popular here on the lot. And if you have questions, I hope you'll leave the comments below. I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV. I have really enjoyed showing you the 171 RDX. Let me know if you have questions, and I'll see you next time.